Giving all honor and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Call Holyday Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Double honor to the apostle of GMS. Shalom to Akim in the faith. Making your bodies a living sacrifice. There's another video coming through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Another daily edification, Lord. Well, this is edifying, and this is going to be episode number 3, I believe. And we'll continue there on with this topic. Book of Exodus chapter 20, verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua thy power. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within the gates. For in 6 days the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that in them, Salakia, and all that in them is, and rested the 7th day. Wherefore the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua blessed the Sabbath and hallowed it. And we know the Lord didn't take literal 7 days, because a day to the Lord is 1,000. So the Lord took about 7,000 years. And on that the last 1,000 in his creation making, he took rest. So how much more for us, that are in this flesh and are these in a body that's not like his, So the Lord commands us to keep it holy in verse 8, So therefore we don't do carnal things, and because we're still in this flesh, So we're gonna go off in those things of those sort, But back in the time, in the ancient world, when we were with our people, when the world was rejoicing in righteousness, we didn't work. We rested. We had, it's known as a feast day. But now we're in this captivity. There's times where you're gonna have to labor, and you're gonna have to make ends meet. The Lord understands that. You can't be over righteous. But at the same time, if you don't need to work, that's more to your advantage. So therefore, you keep it holy, like doing something like a lesson. You want to read. You want to feast. You just want to keep it less carnally pleasure than you usually do on your other 6 days. Like you want to refrain from working out. You want to refrain from having sex. You want to refrain from going to the club. You want to refrain from partying. You want to refrain from, whatever that you do that you have excess, lust and joy in, And to back that up on an account, Book of Luke, chapter 14. And it came to pass, verse 1, Luke 14, verse 1. And it came to pass, as he went to the house of one of the chief Pharisees to eat bread on the Sabbath day, that they watched him, he being Yahushua. And behold, there was a certain man before him which had the dropsy. The dropsy is known as edema today. I could pull up a picture. Edema is like swelling caused by like inflation. So you get that's like swollen, what they call that. I don't want to mistake the term, and then YouTube strikes my shit for medical information, but you can get what I'm saying. Like, let's say you sprain your shit, or you sprain the body parts, like you, for my French, the body fills up with excess fluid. So, like you, for the note in the background, Jake's currently at work, so this is captivity, man. Can't even rest. And behold, there was a certain man before him which had the dropsy, and Yahushua answering spake unto the lawyers and Pharisees, saying, Is it lawful to heal on the Sabbath day? And they held their peace. And he took him and healed him and let him go. That's showing that over righteousness. You can't be over righteous. The man needs healing. Yahushua went forth and did that work for him, man. And he answered them, saying, Which of you shall have an ass or an ox fallen into a pit? What it is for me? Salakia. I got number, that bit don't even let me start it yet. You gotta give me 6 minutes. But the name is Jennifer and Jerry. Alright. Bet that up, well. Alright, bet that up, well. Salakia for that. Continuing on, I answered them, saying, Which of you shall have an ass or an ox, being animals, falling into a pit, and will not straightway pull them out of the Sabbath day? They could not answer these things. He put forth the parable to those who were bidden, which were calling, when he marked on how they chose out the chiefs from, saying, Where are bidden any man to wedding, sit down. Okay, that's going on off the point. But the point being here in verse 5 is pretty much, if you got to get some shit done, that's needed to be done. Are you not gonna do it? Are you just gonna, that's why the Lord said, roughly paraphrasing, pray that your flight not be in the Sabbath day or in the winter, because when the Maccabees had to handle their business, I believe it was on the Sabbath day that one of it landed. I don't want to get too deep, but like for instance, if somebody punch you in your shit on a Sabbath day, they hit you in your jaw, they get off on you, however Jake said nowadays. You can't just take that and say it's a Sabbath day, man. You don't want to be over righteous, man. You gotta handle what you gotta handle, You don't want to be carnal, but Lord willing, that hit the point. And I want to bring out the book of Exodus, chapter 31. I believe starting at verse 15. Let me see. Verse 15. Or verse 13. Speak thou unto also the children of Israel, saying, Verily, my Sabbath ye shall keep, for it is a sign between me and you throughout your generations, that ye may know that I am the Lord that does sanctify you. That's how they know we're the children of Israel, That's just another way, because we keep all the commandments best to our ability, man. We even keep what the Lord has sanctified amongst us. I want to go into that word sanctify. Bear with me. I'm going to make it quick, Lord willing. Exodus chapter 31, verse 14. Verse 13. That word sanctify being consecrate, to prepare, to dedicate, to be holy, to be separate. So pretty much specializing, But when we get to the kingdom, everyone's going to have to keep the Lord's ways, They're going to have to come unto us and learn how to keep the Lord's way, or else they're going to be judged. Went through verse 14. No. Verse 14, ye shall keep the Sabbath, therefore, for it is holy unto you. Everyone that defileth shall surely be put to death. For whosoever doeth any work therein, their soul shall be cut off from among his people. So, you don't want this to be a stumbling block in front of you. But, if you might have a Jake, pass away. A lot of bad stuff happens on the Sabbath day. I remember Kodak Black got his ass shot in the leg on the Sabbath day. His ass, and he know he's Israel. His ass should have been at home, keeping things holy. But that's just a small level example, that this the Lord is dead ass, man. Can't be defiling yourself every damn day. Can't be defiling yourself definitely on the Sabbath day. You can't be defiling yourself before you go to church. That being the body of the camp of the ministry that you're doing the work therein, 6 days may work be done. That's what the Lord did for 6,000 years. Created the heavens, the earth, the sea, the fowls of the air, the creeping things, the bullocks, and all the cattle that graze the grass. And then on that 7,000 year, he rested, holy to the Lord. But in the seventh day, the Sabbath is rest, holy to the Lord. Whosoever doth any work on the Sabbath day, he shall be surely put to death. So if you don't, if you're blessed enough in this captivity to not have to work on the Sabbath day, doubles to you, man. Props, Call on like Bashim Yahushua. There be days that we even at the Sabbath day even lands on camp day. Does that mean not to go to camp that week, not to do the work? No, man. So you gotta use discernment. And the Spirit has to deal with you and let you know. And if your spirit is condemned on a certain thing, then make sure you refrain from it. And I'm speaking to myself first and foremost, as always. And the Sabbath day is not the traditional way. Not the traditional way. Is that a good term? The Sabbath day is not the heathen way, I should say, maybe. How the so-called Jewish people keep it, or how other camps keep it. It is by the moon, man. Okay? It is not just Friday to Saturday. There's no such thing as Friday to Saturday in the Bible. Wherefore the children of Israel shall keep the Sabbath to observe the Sabbaths through their generation for perpetual covenant. So this is going to be forever, man. We're never not going to have a Sabbath day, man. It is a sign between me and the children of Israel forever. For in 6 days the Lord had made the heaven and the earth, and on the seventh day he rested, and he was refreshed. He gave unto Moses, when he made an communion, him on Mount Sinai 2 tables testimony, tables of stone, and written with the finger of Yahweh, being the laws, man. So with that, Lord, when this is edifying, straight to the point. Another daily law, episode number 3. Give honor and glory to Yahweh. Shalom.